All right, hello wine drinking people, we're back. And that's right, we're still drinking here in the store this week. And small vineyards, that's right folks, these are little itty bitty tiny vineyards. No, this is a company that specializes in, family owned small vineyards that are producing excellent wines. And one of the things that these small vineyards have a hard time doing is promoting and selling their wines. So it's great that we have a company out here, that specializes in small vineyards for these smaller vineyards. Okay, well, some good stuff, and I have to say the Cava, one of the better Cavas that I've had, even though I'm not a big, Cava fan, for $15.75. Method Champenois is the most important thing to look for in Cava here, and this is a blend of the three traditional grapes, Macabeo, Zarlo, and Parellada. Lovely fresh pear and apple-like fruit here with a light kind of floral nuance. Fine bubbles on the tongue, silky smooth, a hint of green apple, very light and refreshing. You're not going to wax poetic about Cava, most of them for the most part, but for a light and refreshing sparkling wine, they make some pretty good stuff in Spain there, and very reasonably priced. Next up, the Martina Prieto Verdejo Rueda. And this is Jose Pariente's daughter, one of the greatest producers of white wine in Spain. I hear she's taking the baton and she's going to be running the property. But this wine has got a lovely, fresh and fruity kind of aroma to it. Pineapple, citrus, notes of mints, and really clean and focused. A good amount of that fruit showing up on the tongue, and nice freshness, some minerality. Pretty simple, but again, really nice and pleasant style wine for under $20. A really good little bottle of white wine from Merida. All right, next up, the Cula Domenech Terra de Pedres Terra Alta. Okay, a little confusing the name there, but Terra Alta is the appellation where it comes from. These are two estates that supposedly work together, planted to international varietals. This wine's a blend of Garnacha, Cabernet Sauvignon, Syrah, Ul de Libra, which is another one of the 15 names for Tempranillo, and Merlot. So almost sun-dried kind of fruit quality to the nose here, plum and dark cherry, brown spice, and pretty rich and forward style, but still had some nice balance acidity there. A good wine. I wasn't blown over by it. But Finca El Tesso Tempranillo from Ribera del Guadiana. And this is not Ribera del Duero. It's a different Ribera, and it's over near Extremadura, which is near Portugal, and very far south. So very floral bouquet here with some nice light red berry fruit, wild strawberry, kind of a bubblegum-like quality, too, to the fruit that, sometimes I get that from carbonic maceration, and I forget what he said, they did with this wine, but it wasn't carbonic maceration. But old bush vines and, pretty fresh and, easy drinking style wine, and for $12.50, man, that's what you expect. And really good little value, though, and that's one of the things you get from Spain today. You get a lot for your money in these $10, $12 wines. I don't know if they're necessarily 90-point wines, like some of the press have alluded to these cheap Spanish wines, and people go out and buy them. They don't get bowled over by them, but really good little everyday wines, nothing exceptional. Next up, the Lopez Cristobal Ribera del Duero. This is Ribera del Duero, which is just south of Rioja. This is its lovely wild strawberry-like fruit with aromas of fresh earth, fine herbs, and notes of kind of raw steak, something I get from Ribera del Duero a lot. Fairly complex bouquet there. A nice fresh style of Ribera with wild strawberry fruit, a good hand of kind of exotic spices and floral nuance, and nice freshness through the finish. A very good bottle of Ribera for under $20. All right, next up, the Crianza. Crianza means it's aged a year longer, 12 additional months in the bottle. A bit riper and more fruit forward on the nose, with lovely red cherry and wild strawberry-like fruit again, and those raw steak-like aromas showing through. A little bit of sweet tobacco spice and some brown spice also. A nice amount of that juicy red berry fruit on the tongue with smooth and round tans. A little bit more substance here, some red licorice spice, and again, a nice zesty finish. One of the things I love about wines, when they finish, they should make your mouth feel fresh, just like this one did. Excellent Ribera del Duero, and that is what I had to drink yesterday. I'm your host, Andrew Lamposoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.